Razor Rob's Rant, episode number 7. I'm extremely tired. Didn't get hardly any sleep last night. It's cloudy today, and today's subject's going to be really hard for me to talk about. It's more of a sad rant. I'm not wearing my sunglasses because I want you to see my eyes. I don't even know where the camera is on this thing, but to see my eyes, to know, I study visual cues on facial expression and body language and things like that, just to understand people and to also know when they're lying, because my entire life I've been lied to and conned and fucking taken. I'm sick of it. It's the reason why I left California, because it mostly happened here, living here in California, and now I'm back. So I'm my guard's always up, on everybody. And I like to think that my life experience has helped a lot of other people, in their life. Everything I rant about, there's a reason for it. My life's been real chaotic and up and down and all over the place, and actually been in the media a couple of times. And the media is something, you got a whole industry that's created lies, manipulating the truth and lying and embellishing and just to sensationalize anything that happens. So I don't really like the media too much. I tried to use them initially in the late 90s when I worked at this gym, and I was subcontracting at a gym, training people, and I tried to hype up the gym and to get the publicity, to call the media in. I had a girl that was doing a Fitness America pageant. She was a fitness competitor, so she was bad. She very, very attention getting. The way she looked and her moves and her body. So I had the media come in and the news cameras come in the gym. It was cool, everybody. I didn't really expect that big of a reaction from all the people. I mean, people gravitate like to media or cameras and shit like that, like fucking mosquitoes to one of those goddamn blue lights. They go those little fucking things. Wow, I thought I knew human nature. I took psychology and things like that, but I got to see real time. Just what happens. It kind of scared me anyway. I got into it with the subcontractor and just a bunch of legalities. Like I said, lawsuits I was in, and it was nasty. Then the media cameras pointed at me, and I was in the newspaper. My mom had to see that shit, and my friends. And basically what happened was they called the police on me for training people in this gym because I wasn't legally allowed to train in the gym, and my company wasn't approved or whatever. But we had a lawyer, very high-powered attorney client of ours. And he said, let him try to kick you out. We'll see. You'll see. You get some money out of it. So, me and my first wife owned the business. And she said, it was her client. So she said, let's do it. Let's get some money so we can expand our gym, This is back in the late 90s. I had my own gym. I had a personal training business where I had, so much sunk cost into that. All these people that I trained and then became trainers, and then they were my employees and they were working for me, and I had a company, and then I bought a gym, and it was just like everything was going in here in California beautifully, perfectly, just blooming like a big flower, And then here comes just liars, bullshitters. They bullshitted the guy that I was contracting out, the gym owner, and lied to him and involved me and got my business fucking taken away, and the police came in, they escorted me and my wife out, and the lawyer sued them, and it was in the news. I mean, just all the media and everything, it ruined me. My attorney told me in private, me and my wife, you can go through with this lawsuit, but he's never seen marriages last through a lawsuit. I go, but we're not suing each other. He's like, it doesn't matter. It's the stress and the no money and the media and everything. It just breaks people. So that's the reason why. Pretty much why I left California. But there was a very interesting and very strange, a straw that broke the camel's back. During my divorce, when I was in a real bad state. I go right back into bodybuilding. Anytime something goes wrong in my life, I just use bodybuilding as my core. I go right back into bodybuilding. That's what just motivates. Fuck it, I'll just do a show, I'll compete, I'll just think about that. I don't have to worry about nothing else, I got my clients to help push me, they're bodybuilders and shit, they'll train me. And that's what happened, And I just trained and trained and trained through this whole lawsuit. And through my divorce and through my fights and through my losing my business and my, you know, my gym foreclosing and then the fucking landlords trying to, you know, get money from me. And anyway, there's one person that stuck by my side the whole entire time. Her name's Amber. Beautiful blonde, you know, blue eyes. You know, I bag on California a lot, but that's one thing. They're California blonde surf girl. That it's real. I mean, there's girls like that here, and there are not very many, and they're a very valuable commodity. Everybody wants one, so all the guys want one, even if trophy wife, whatever. They're something that makes America America. I mean, I'm sorry, you know, I like my Latinas, and this after my experience with this California blonde, it was all Latinas from then on. I've never ever dated or even been attracted to, you know, just basically on the outside, California blonde. Anyway, but Amber, I used to call her Ab Girl. She had a beautiful set of abs. She stuck by me and we hung out after, you know, she knows I was going through a divorce. She knew my ex-wife, so she was a gym member and somebody who was interested in competing and photography, and she had so many interests and so many passions, and she was so optimistic and just nice and beautiful. I mean, I needed that. I need to have somebody that in my life, but there's no fucking way I could ever think about romance or anything else. So it was just basically a positive energy person, a guru type, loving guru type person to just hang with that year when I competed. So she went with me everywhere, you know. We drove all over the place, all over California. She was my navigator, my photographer, and my commentator, my interview person for my news magazine during those times in the NPC. I also was a web designer because I couldn't afford a website, so I decided to go to learn web design and make my own website. Have my own website with all my trainers and all the competitors. That, you know, I was trying to market myself. So yeah, she was interested in that, so I got her into that and photography. Said she's a beautiful California blonde. I thought, what a perfect model. You know, she'd make a great model. Let's go to the beach and shit, take pictures, try to get some websites. Since I knew web design, a little extra money here and there. We had this really beautiful. I mean, my last summer in California before I left to the East Coast, I was with Amber. We hung out and just. I'll never forget one day in Venice Beach. Actually, it's on. It was what is that? 7. I can't even read it, but year 2000, on the 17th of, I think it was summertime. It had to be summertime. There's beach pictures, if they're old, and I kept them in that box the box that we shall not talk about. All the people that I knew that passed, and I have a lot of strong feelings for, that I kind of keep it in the box way up in the top in a little box. And these are the special people and the special memories that I don't really share, you know. But this time I need to, because she's somebody that you might know. And I hate doing this because I feel really bad, because I've waited fucking 10 years or whatever, 20 years, I don't know how long it's been. This is back in 2002, 2003. Her name's Amber. Amber Frey. I never was going to tell anybody that we dated. Beautiful pics. I mean, beach pics. You know, we got a lot of pics. I'm going to flash them up so nobody can get them real quick. But I mean, I have a lot of pictures, box of pictures of her, you know, doing all kinds of shit. She took pictures of me too. Some of the best pictures I have of me, she took. So anyway, we had a very strong connection. I mean, I was falling in love with this girl. I don't know if it was rebound or whatever, because I was getting divorced, but I was totally head over heels in love with this girl. I would have done anything for this girl. Anything. And one night, you know, and I mean, I'm not going to tell you the situation, but it's intimate. She just tells me she's pregnant with her ex-boyfriend's child. And for some reason, I don't know why, and I have this thing with kids. I don't have any children myself, and children scare the fuck out of me. I don't want kids. It's too much responsibility. If you knew my life, you'd understand exactly why I don't want kids. It just did something to me. I mean, I felt that straw on the camel's back. Just, that's it, man. Fuck this place. I was angry, not at her, but just the situation, you know. Because I had a chance, my last chance for California, and with the California blonde, I've always loved that California blonde look. I mean, that's my strongest attraction was to this You know, being a little Italian boy and fucking growing up in Cali, seeing these girls all the time at the beach, just marveling at their perfection. Bronze skin, white teeth, beautiful light colored hair. The dark skin to light hair contrast just used to fucking I just zero in on that from fucking 80 yards away. I could see a girl like that. You know. Anyway, it's something I strongly desired for in my life, right? I knew it was over. That's it. We had to go separate ways. We parted ways. I maybe should have kept in contact with her, but I didn't. I was just bitter and mad. Got to the East Coast, and that East Coast enveloped me completely. Everything's going on. I didn't hear from her or hear anything about her until 2003. I got a call from Inside Edition, that fucking piece of shit TV show. Trying to get me, anyway, long story short, they're trying to fucking buy me, trying to fucking offer me money for those pictures that I got of her and my story, and try to fucking lie, say a bunch of shit, you know, like, here's her other lover, some fucking lie bullshit, you know. Nobody would ever understand. It's impossible to even explain the relationship we had, so it's like, you can't even, Amber could try to put it maybe she could put it in a book, but I couldn't. Anyway, fuck them and fuck the whole thing. So, I was just like, wow, fuck you guys, and I needed the money. I was riding my bike back and forth from where I lived in the design district to South Beach, back and forth training people. I have to think, fuck it. I thought, I was thinking everything's for a reason. Everything's for a reason. Okay. I'm riding my bike back and forth because I was getting fat and I needed to be lean. So, I thought it was good for the trainers. I was working out all the time, eating all that Cuban food and shit. So, yeah, I was getting bigger. I was lean still. I was getting clients. I was tan. I used to ride fucking bike in my posing trucks. Fuck it, it's South Beach, dude. Everybody does that shit. Anyway, dude, look at that guy. I was like, I'm late for work. Fucking yeah, look at me, man. Fuck it. But I was tan. I was dark. The hot days I would do that. I would just go in my posing trunks. They're just real small trunks and shit. I'd be looking in the back. All these guys are hitting on me. Oh, shit. No, man. I'm just going to work. I just want to tan. Make me pedal faster. Anyway, I needed the money. I could have used a car. They offered me a lot of money, but I was like, no, dude, no, fuck you. I'm sorry, but and then I thought, they're gonna use them anyway, maybe. And by the way, do you know how I got to New York? Have you researched me? Look at lawsuits and look at the legal documents and shit and see my name and look at, you fucking try to post those fucking pics or use those pictures without my permission, I'll sue the fuck out of you and I'll end up buying a brand new fucking condo here in Miami. Anyway, they fucking waited, but they ended up posting one I saw last night. I was like, motherfuckers, but I have no idea. I haven't even thought about this. I have no idea, when they put it out there, so I couldn't sue them anyway. But anyway, that's my story, and I've been living with this for a while. I don't know what's going on with her, but all I can say was that was one of the best summers of my life. And regardless if she ever was famous, that's the thing. I hope that, we went through a lot that summer, and I showed her how to see through people's bullshit, man. I showed her little tricks, little things to look for, and that the fact that she knew my whole story, that's not the end of it. Even the gym I bought was bullshit. The two that sold me the gym franchise were little fucking conniving little scammers. And my inner eye was closed back then, looking at the license plate of their fucking white Beamer, brand new BMW, the most expensive one you can buy. The license plate said, God's rep. God's rep, like God's representative, and they were total Christianed out, which I thought, they can't be that bad if they're like that. Okay, I'm gonna believe them like a fucking idiot I was, listening to my mom, listening to my fucking wife and her sister and her dad and her mom, and I bought that fucking franchise and wasted my goddamn money. There goes life savings #1 down the fucking toilet. Anyway, and life savings #2, buy a condo for 176 and sell it for 43. Thank you, fucking scammers, all you motherfucking banks, and then fucking bailouts, and fucking, dude, people are full of shit. And I'm so fucking tired of it. Where's my energy drink? I'm sleepy as fuck. I got like 2 hours sleep thinking about all this shit last night. I couldn't, 2 hours. 2 hours sleep after fucking the workouts I did. My body's still real fucking